Hey everyone, Brandon here, and let's do some Yu-Gi-Oh! So today we are showing you my Crystal Beast Horus deck profile that I used for Nationals at the UK Nats. Well, you assumed that, but still. Anyway, I think this deck did decently well. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's not the best for this format. This format is never going to be the best. But without further ado, let's get into the list. So first, we play 2 Crystal Master. And you see, Crystal Master is a decent card. It gets off the combos a bit. It helps you out quite a bit if you get stuck in certain situations, but sometimes it can just be a brick if you don't have any other cards. But that's fine. We love using Crystal Master as a combo starter, because usually we do get some other Crystal Beast spells or traps. We will play 2 Rainbow Dragon. As you can see, they are QCRs, always blinging out the Crystal Beast deck. Kind of have to play Rainbow Dragon. You don't really want to play it at 1 because it's very bricky at 1, and you will not be able to do most of your combos because, you know, Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. Kind of need to use that, especially if you want to end on a Baguska. So, but anyway, of course, 2 Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragons. Playing 2 just because it is good. You don't really want to play 1, that's a bit stupid, but it's fine. Next we play 3 Sapphire Pegasus, the best monster in the whole deck. Well, the best Crystal Beast monster. You'd want it because it's a 1 card rank 4. It's amazing. We all love it. Got them all in speed dual rares. Eventual aim is to get them in ultis. But that'll be a while. Next we play 2 Ruby Carbuncle, because playing 2 is pretty good. If you've already used 1 and you still got 1 in your deck, you can special it as well, and you can still use your stuff. So like, let's say you have used Golden Rule, and you draw into a Crystal Beacon, you can still special summon Ruby from the deck if you're able to use Crystal Beacon. But as you'll find out in this list, I never really use that too much, so we still play 2 Ruby because it's good. And then we play, of course, 1 of all of the Crystal Beasts, because this is the combo variant. So you kind of need to play all of the names. Now, for the Horus monsters, I'm playing 2 Imseti. The reason why I'm playing 2 in this is because 1, I don't own a 3rd copy. 2, it is kind of not needed for a 3rd one in this version because the field spell for Horus is searchable, which is pretty good. Of course, we will be playing 1 of each name, and a difference between this version and Nat's version is I'm playing Horus the Black Flame Deity. It is pretty good. I mean, it is literally a board wipe. You're able to send stuff on the field, like to the graveyard, like when it's still in your hand, which is insanely good removal for going 2nd. I originally played Crystal Beacon instead of this. Didn't really use it that much, so we're trying this one out. Next we play 2 Gamma Seal, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. which is good to play in this deck because we are able to search into Kyoto Waterfront. And we're able to utilize the negation as we place our Yugioh in this deck, which we get to special summon Gamma-Seal. Now for the spell cards, we play 3 Crystal Bond, which of course you want to play that. I mean, it is your generic searcher, gets you into 2 names as soon as possible. We just wish it wasn't once per turn. We play 3 Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. Amazing to get into your Horus combos if you only draw into Crystal Beasts. Of course, it can be a bit bricky if you don't have any way to get to Rainbow Dragon, but usually you do. This also just, if you've already got a way to get into field spells, this is good for extending your combos. But it's always fun to just search into the Horus field spell. And of course we play 3 Golden Rule, the custom card for this deck, I believe. I mean, if you draw this in Ruby, easiest combo of your life, you don't even need to normal summon that turn. But you can do if you want to. It's amazing, whenever you draw into anything to search for a Ruby Carbuncle. But even if you need to just get a couple of names out, you can use it then. Now you can cut it down to 2. Of course, if you're playing Conclave Control version, you'd only need 1. But my version, we're using 3. You of course play 3 Rainbow Bridge, another generic search for the deck. Kinda need it to get into all of your combos if you don't draw any of the spells. But yeah, and play the best card of the Crystal Beast archetype, Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. An amazing card, gives you an extra normal summon, helps remove off the field, and you get to, of course, search whilst destroying cards. Now you destroy the main combo I love to do with this. Let's say they have a card on the field that I need to get rid of. I just simply get out some sort of Crystal Beast, or let's say I've got this in Pegasus. I simply activate this, normal summon Pegasus, Pegasus effect activate, place 1, then use its effect to bounce itself and a card in their field, and then there's 1 less threat on the field. We can also use this for Gamma-Seal. We can then Kaiju twice in a turn, which is of course always funny, because we Gamma-Seal, remove the Gamma-Seal back to our hand, and we're able to do it again, which is insane. Of course we play 3 Foolish Burial Goods, just to get into your Salvation, because, yeah, I mean, you can cut this down to 2, it's worked for me with 2, of course. As with the Horus monsters, you are able to just discard Salvation in your starting hand with Imseti or King Sark. Speaking of, 3 King Sarcophagus. Play it as 3, just in case we end up, running out. If you play 1, you kind of run out instantly. They get rid of it, you're cooked. Now, I play 3 field spells in this, so we play 1 Walls of the Imperial Tomb. Amazing to get into your hand, into your Horus combos, and also fixes your hands. So let's just say you have this and too many Crystal Beast names. You can return one of the useless ones, and then just have the whole Horus combos. We play Kyoto Waterfront to get into Gamma-Seal, and 1 Secret Village of the Spellcasters in the main, as Imseti is a spellcaster, which we can perform some funny combos with this, and some very simple ones. Now for board breakers, we play 3 Triple Tactics Talents, just good in general. Steal the cards, draw 2, or just look at the opponent's hand and get rid of their cards. So it gives us information on what deck they're playing and to see how to play the game. We of course play 3 Forbidden Droplets. Really good for this format in my opinion. Insane, especially against like Tempai. Like say we activate this in their end of the main phase or in the battle phase, and then they're just not able to activate anything. We play 2 Dark Ruler No More, which in my opinion was not really a good idea, as I rarely used it. I ended up just siding it out anyway, so I might cut this and just put in like 2 different board breakers. Now for the traps. 1 Salvation, and the only hand traps we run in this deck, 3 Infinite Impermanence. Now we decided to play just board breakers and no hand traps, as this format is a bit difficult to play hand traps in, as well a lot of the decks now in the top are able to play up to like 20 hand traps, so it's better to play board breakers. But Imperm is just a good card. You want to play it no matter what format you're in. Insanely good. So that is it for the main deck, and now into the extra deck. For the extra deck, we are playing 1 Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive, which is just hilarious to get off. When you get the chance, summon it. Amazing to wipe boards when you need to. Amazing to just attack over a small attack point monster and instantly win. Of course, if you're against the Yugioh, do not use this. You will die instantly. I rarely use it now. It's just kind of needed for the Crystal Beasts, but it's funny. So, for the Xyz, we are playing Gaga Cowboy. I know you may call me toxic for using that, but it is needed, as you mainly do go to time, especially with long combos. There was one time that I did stall out a player for 5 minutes, which was a bit toxic of me, but I needed to. I mean, I activated this and then just did a full Horus combo, and I won the round. And then we of course play Abyss Dweller for any graveyard decks. We play 1 Baguska, the Honorary Crystal Beast. We love him, amazing card. You can perform a full lock where you basically use this Imseti. You use Imseti with Baguska and Secret Village of the Spellcasters. That way, your opponent doesn't have any monsters that they can use, and they can't use their spells, unless of course they have a spellcaster. Then we also play a Dagares. Dagares, amazing for the combos. Lets you go into other things if you need more names, or you need different names for Saryuja. You can also just special out a different name for Crystal Beasts, which always fun. Now the rank 8s. These can just be changed to your own preference. It does not matter, but in my opinion, Buzz King, amazing going first. Like, if you're in your first turn, like game 1, amazing to be able to get deck information as you get rid of one of their major combo pieces, and then you know what deck they're on. Simple. It's also got damage for in time. We also play Hope Harbinger. Amazing spell negation. Sadly, it is only once per turn, but I think if it wasn't once per turn, it would be banned by now. So kind of happy. And of course, we play 1 Galaxy Photon. Galaxy Photon Lord, as it's a generic monster negate. It's good. We love it. You can, of course, just play different rank 8s if you want. And then, of course, Zeus. Always kind of needed if you're playing a ton of Xyz monsters. Now, for the Link monsters, we are playing 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Nightmare Unicorn. I would be playing SP Little Knight if I had it, but of course, we just want to play whatever we need to remove stuff from the board. We also play Yugioh. Amazing for combos. We always want to use it. We also play Zealantis, which major for your combo pieces. Sorry, just not the camera there. But it is amazing for your combo pieces. We also play Appaloosa, which you usually want to end on Appaloosa, Zealantis with Hope Harbinger. This is usually what I end on. 3 negates. Usually you go for that. Plays under Typhon if you use only 3 negates. And then of course, Underworld Goddess. Underworld Goddess, one of my favourite Link monsters. I'm always going to be playing it no matter what if I'm using Link monsters. Because it's just fun to go into it with IP Masquerena in my opponent's turn. As this deck can of course set up that. Now, that's it for the extra deck. So we will now get into the side deck options. For the side deck, we are playing only board breakers, no hand traps at all. But of course, there is one floodgate technically. So a tech that I picked for Nats, which came up quite a few times, it did win me a couple games, is Power Sink Stone. Basically, what this card does is each time a monster effect is activated, you place 1 Spellstone counter on this card, and it can have a maximum of 2. Once it has 2 counters on it, face-up monsters on the field cannot activate their effects, and their effects are negated. And of course, at the end of each 10 phase, all spell counters are removed. This is insane to play, especially in the Imseti Baguska lock. It is just beautiful to play. We play 2 Solemn Judgment. I didn't really use this, so I might just cut it for other board breakers or a couple hand traps or just other stuff that will help out the deck. Of course, we play 3 Evenly Matched. Helped me against a couple of branded matchups. Was pretty fun to use. Fully broke their boards. We of course play 3 Cosmic Cyclones. Cosmic Cyclone is just good generic spell and trap removal. Banishes, however you do lose life points, so it is not the best idea to use this if you're going into a time game. And of course we play 2 Lightning Storms and a Harpy's Feather Duster. Never really use Lightning Storm much, but you kind of need it if you're going against the back row deck. Then the final card of this side deck, Necro Valley. Necro Valley is just amazing to use against any deck that loves their graveyard. You of course want to just usually go for Baguska with an IP and probably an extra Crystal Beast and Necro Valley. And that is a good card. You'd have a couple in hand, and then you're able to just do Nightmare Unicorn on your opponent's turn and get rid of a card. They can't use any cards, any monster cards because of Baguska. They can't then use anything in the graveyard either, as Necro Valley is on the field. However, do be careful with this. It does mess up your combos if they break through your board. So only use it if you are able to. So only use it if you're able to go into Baguska. That is the only time it's best. Anyway, that is it for the deck profile. I do hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you like it so much that you subscribe to the channel. This is a collaboration channel with a couple of my friends, and we all will have separate YouTube channels that you can go subscribe to. I will have my channel linked down below, Everyone else will have their channels linked down below in their separate deck profile videos. Anyway, I hope you do enjoy, hope you check out the channels, and I hope to see you guys soon.